I always like to start the video with a cat. There's one right there. All right, that's my cat quota. Now we can proceed with the video. All right. I'm usually filming during the day, so there's some weird lighting going on. Okay. This is from Otter EDC. This is a new Fidget 3D printed fidget slider maker on Etsy. And they already sent one to Kyle, and he reviewed his already. And now I got one. And so they sent me like a bunch of information on the sliders and their backgrounds. And I think it should really be a really cool design. First off, this is a 3-tier. So you know my first love is always 3 tiers. And oh yeah. Okay. Oh, that's cool as hell. Otter EDC. It's a fucking shit, bro. I like it. Okay, so they asked me what color and stuff I wanted. And so I picked this one out. Oh, there's dampeners and stuff. Okay. I picked this one out because it's got a bevel. The design allows for it to have a bevel, and yet it's still grippy. Wow. So from what I've been told, this is modular, so you can really... Oh, wow. So what's cool about this is you could take the middle part out, and it's just a regular 3-click. Sometimes I have trouble talking about like feedback, because like I applaud the effort, like everything. I hate to give feedback because sometimes I feel like I'm like dashing people's hopes, but I'm gonna try my best to give some good feedback. So it looks like we've got dampeners here. We're gonna open this bitch up. There's quite a few ways you can make this more crunchy. I guess this is the silent. Okay, let me turn it around. All right, folks, here she is. So now, Otter EDC. So Kyle told me it's like a father and son kind of operation where he's like teaching his kids how to make this stuff. And from what he told me, not Kyle, but the guy, that he was like a lifetime fidgeter, and that he fidget with pens and knives and stuff, and he never even realized that there was a whole other fidget world. So he decided to print some to see if he actually likes fidgets or not. Okay, so let's take a look before I mess around with the dampeners. Magnet strength is really good. Can do the around the world. This grippiness on this one, I think it's called the grenade. Feels very good. It's a little bit, feels a little blocky to me. I'd like it if there was like a little bit of ergonomics maybe. And I will say that it works okay as a single stack, once you add in a third one, I saw something on Kyle's video. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Magnus. He was one of the first sliders I ever got, and he started with 2-click sliders. They were a lot smaller, and he had a 3-tier one, and it worked great, but everybody wanted the 3-tier on the 3-click, and what ended up happening was, so you get to this point and it's okay, but you overextend it. I mean, you extend it all the way out, and you've got this situation. So if I wanted to extend them out all the way, this is what happens. It doesn't really affect it that much, the playability. I really, really appreciate the 3-stack though. I love 3 stacks. But what I would say is, for a 3-stack, this is kind of clunky and big. It needs to be smaller. I would say for a 3-stack, it should really be like smaller in length. And for a 2-stack, it should be, actually, I mean, this works for 2-stack. I like the sliding plates, pretty good. They're not curved, but yet they have dimples and such, so that the sliding material is actually decent. Okay, hold on a second. I want to show you guys something. Okay. So I wanted to show you guys something. Magnus. So here is a 2-click peak with a sandwich in there, which makes it the 3-tier. So you can extend it all the way out. See? And you're never going to have that problem. That's what makes it really good. But only works in the shorter one. Now, if you can see, in relation to this, now, like I said, this is only a 2-click. So, 2. Now, just to give you a little bit of comparison, here's a Magnus 3-click Toad X. Oh, I forgot I took out the O-rings on this baby. This thing is great. So there's the difference in size of a 3-click and a 2-click. Both significantly smaller, I would say, than this guy here. And this doesn't even have the middle thing. But the other thing I wanted to show you, apples to apples, this. Now this is one of my favorite sliders. And I'm not saying to, emulate it, but talking about ergonomics, this is the Fidget Boy Dune. So what really makes this feel premium and special is this stainless steel composite sliding plates. It gives it a little bit of a heft, but it also gives a real premium feel. And then you've got this resin. So you've got a real two-tone. But anyway, I just wanted to show you a little bit of the ergonomics. Now this is a 3-click. So let's see how big it is. Similar in size, I'd say, to the Magnus. Yeah. So that size really works well. Now I have had sliders that are this size that work really nice. But I was just saying, if I had to, give a little bit of a feedback, I'd say smaller and more ergonomic. Because like if this was smaller and you can make it work with the middle piece, I mean, I'd be all over that shit like white on rice. And then it feels good. but it doesn't really have that much of a premium feel. I don't know why. Maybe it needs some slide. I mean, it doesn't really need slide tape, but it just kind of feels like plastic on plastic. Well, I should explain also, the price point on this thing is $40 to $47, which is reasonable for, you know, a 3-stack. But I would say I would want something feeling a little bit or more ergonomic, a little bit smaller, and feeling a little bit more just premium feeling. Yeah, I would say this is definitely way too big for a 3-click. It's almost impossible to use as a 3-click. Shit. But as a 3-tier, but as a 2-tier, it works really nice. Also, adding a little bit of weight allows you to do certain tricks like this around the world. Some people do. Sexton slide works good. Yeah, this works. But yeah, I would say the 2-tier works really well. I would want it to feel a little bit more ergonomic. But definitely if you want it to be a 3-tier, it's got to be smaller for sure. But yeah, so I guess his vision is make a good entry-level slider for people who are curious, and also people who have been in the fidget community and want a little bit of a less expensive option. I will say, like the Magnus Toad X, I think right now you can get him for like 160. This right here is like 45. I think I like the Fidget Boy Dune better. I definitely like the Fidget Boy Dune better than the Magnus. So, I mean, I know a lot of people who don't like 3D printed stuff, but I fucking love 3D printed stuff. Like, I prefer it. I really do. So, but yeah, great job, I'd say. Very, very good. I love to see the interesting plate design. Oh yeah, shit. I gotta open this baby up. I'm like jabbering away. Okay. Let's see here. Just hope I don't lose all the screws. That is another point though, that this is modular. So you don't normally see a lot of modular stuff. I don't think the Fidget Boy stuff's modular. No, it's not. But the Fidget Boy stuff doesn't need to be modular. That shit is good. But they said that they wanted it to be modular because, you know, if you're just getting into it, you don't know whether you want a 2-click or a 3-click, or, you know, if you want anything to be more or less clicky, right? Oh shit. Okay, so these are smaller magnets. Ah, I see. Right? Oh, here's where you can get it less clicky. Oh. Very interesting. Oh, wow. So you can have it just clicky in the corners. You can have it just clicky in the center. Wow. Or you can have it completely silent. I will say, Kyle checked this out, and he said that it's like really, really loud when you make it not clicky. Wow, I like it though. Very nice. Very nice. Let's put this back in there. Oh shit. Nice screws. Nice big ones. That shit ain't going nowhere. All right. Well, there she be, folks. Otter EDC. Look at that. Boom. Thank you guys so much for letting me check this out, and thank you guys for watching.